Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, man. Today is beautiful, man. Today is a wonderful day. Today is the day that the Lord has blessed and made, and we should be rejoicing, happy, and glad in it, man. Let me tell you something, man. I am so excited. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so excited. I'm excited because one, God woke me up this morning. He blessed me. He blessed me and allowed me to see another day. You know, he woke me up in my right mind. I'm able to see, I'm able to smell, I'm able to taste, I'm able to walk. Man, look, it's not about the stuff that's going on. Like I always tell people, man, we live like how we live life based on how our life is going. How things are going on in our life, man. We let that dictate and determine how we feel emotionally. We let that dictate we just let that dictate so much, and that's the reason why so many people, man, they walk around here depressed, sad, like they ain't got nothing to smile for, man. Like you got so much to be happy about, so much to be excited about, so much to smile for, man. You should wake up every day with a smile on your face, knowing that one, God got me. Two, I'm a child of God. Three, God will never leave me nor forsake me. Four, God just woke me up so that means I got another chance in life to get my life right. Uh, and if you're a true believer in God, man, you should wake up every day happy knowing that, man, look, whatever happened on this day, God got me. His will gonna be done. God gonna meet my every need on this day, man. You gotta think like that. You gotta think like that. See, the devil, he like to try to keep us down. The devil like to see us depressed, sad, heavy laden, heavy burden. He wants us to try to carry everything that's going on in our life. He basically wants us to act like we got control over everything. Man, let me tell you something. You don't in this life you'll never have control over everything. You'll never have control over everything. So everything that you're going through in life, man, everything that you're going through in life, just give it over to God. God is in control, man. You don't have to be in control. Stop letting certain things, certain situations, certain people, certain places stress you out to the point where you just can't be happy, man. Be happy. Live life. Enjoy life the best way God has allowed you and to enjoy life in the best way you know God wants you to enjoy life, man. Stop worrying about everything that's going on in your life, man. And just enjoy life, man. You know, we got to put our hope in things eternal, not put our hope in things that we see, like the material things, the government, the president, the mayor, the senator, ourselves. We got to put our hope in things eternal. We got to put our hope in God, His kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Man, God is just good, man. God have been so good to me, man. That's why I'm like I told y'all, man. I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. It be some days that I wake up, I be just like, man, another day. Here we go again. Same stuff, just a different day. But that don't be nothing but the devil, man. So, man, when you wake up, man, the first thing that you gotta do, you gotta get in God's presence. You gotta get in God's presence. You gotta get in God's presence. And how you gonna get in God's presence is that you're gonna have to begin to worship. You're gonna have to first you gotta pray. That should be the first thing that you do when you wake up. You should begin to pray to God. Not only pray to God, you should be talking to God. You gotta enter into His presence. You gotta enter into worship. Then you just gotta begin to say, Lord, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Just begin to tell God what you're thankful for. Thank God for waking you up, man. He blessed you and allowed you to see another day. Somebody, somewhere, somebody in this world, man, they didn't get a chance to lay with somebody in this world last night laid down and took their final breath. And they didn't get a chance to wake up and enjoy it today. They had plans. They thought about everything that they were going to do with their loved ones, their family members, all that. But they just didn't get a chance to do it. Why? Because it was their time, man. So But God woke you up on this day. So man, look, stop sitting around, stop being all angry, sad, amongst other stuff, man, and just enjoy the day. Enjoy the day, man. Enjoy what God has for you, man. And just enjoy it, man. But man, look, you gotta put your hope in things eternal, man. Hold on to God's unchanging hand, man. Everybody know that song. Hold on to God's unchanging hand. Oh, sister, won't you hold to his hand? God's unchanging hand. You got to put your hopes in things eternal. Hold on. Hold to God's unchanging hand. Oh, sister, won't you hold to his hand? Hold on to God's unchanging hand. Oh, brother, won't you hold to his hands? God's unchanging hand. To want to be your hopes on things eternal. Hold on. Hold to God's unchanging hand. Oh, sister, won't you hold to his hand? Hold on to God's unchanging hand. Oh, brother, won't you hold to his hands? God's unchanging hand. We got to feed your hopes on things eternal. Hold on. Hold to God's unchanging hand. Man, you got to put your hope in things eternal. And just hold on to God's unchanging hand. Cause man, God got you, man. God got you. God say he'll never leave you nor forsake you. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there forever and always, man. So stop worrying and stop stressing about life. Life gonna happen, man. You know, we all experience life. You know, I'm not finna sit and say my life is worse than yours or your life is worse than mine. We all go through things. We all go through different things in life. But man, look, when you going those things that you go through in life defines you and makes you who you are, man. And like I always tell people, you're not going through those things alone. You may feel like you're going through those things alone, but you're not going through those things alone, man. You're not going through those things alone. God right there, he see it. He see it, man. God see what you're going through. He see what you're going through. He just waiting on you to just present your request to him. He just waiting on you to present that situation to you and just step aside. So a lot of time, man, we want to tell God what we're going through. We want to tell God what we're facing, but then we don't want to give it over to him. We don't want to place it in his hand. We don't want to step aside. We still trying to maneuver and manipulate it and fix it and do all that, man. No, once you tell God what you got going on in life, that's when you just man, just step aside. You gotta step aside, man. You gotta step aside and let God be God. We always trying to play God. One thing about it, man, we don't know God's plan. The only way that you gonna find out God's plan is by spending time with him. So you don't know where God trying to take you. You don't know what God trying to do in this season. You don't know what God is trying to do. So you just gotta surrender your life over to him, man. Surrender and submit unto him. I know it sounds easy, but you know, like God say, man, you know, with the strength, you know what I'm saying, that we can do all things through Christ who strengthen him, man. So you just gotta rely on God's strength. Stop relying on your own strength. And I know it's hard for most people because all their life they always been the one who control everything in their life. And now you telling them, well, God got you or God is in control, but they can't see it. They can't see God working. They can't see God moving. So when they don't see nothing happening, they don't think nothing is happening. So that's when they try to manipulate the situation, or they try to control it, or they try to do something to fix it and that. But man, all you doing is just stepping in God's way. You got delaying your blessings. So man, look, that's why I would tell people, when you say that you believe in God and you trust in God, that means you're gonna step out of faith. You're gonna let everything go, and you're just gonna be patient and wait on God. I promise you, God is working behind the scenes. I promise you, God is working behind the scenes. God just do things in His time and in His way. He ain't in no rush. He ain't in no rush. He is not in a rush. He is not in a rush. He is not in a rush to do nothing. See, we the one who get in a rush because we get to thinking about our life. We get to thinking about the age. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I ain't getting no younger. I'm getting up in age. So now you don't waste all the years of your life. Now you trying to do everything quick, fast, and in a hurry. You want everything to be done because you feel like you don't got behind. But man, look, God is an on-time God. He is an on-time God. And like I said a couple days ago, man, look, your time is not compared to God's time. Your time is not compared to God's time, man. Look, God don't put a time limit on nothing. You feel me? God don't put a time limit on nothing. God don't put a time limit on nothing, man. He don't put a time limit on nothing. So why you putting a time limit on God? God got you, man. He gonna move in His time, in His way. He gonna do it when He know you ready for it. He gonna do it when He know you ready for it. God know when you ready to receive His blessing. God know when you ready to change that situation, to move you from whatever season or storm that you may be in. You just got to be patient and ask God to give you the strength to get through it, to persevere through it, man. God will do it, man. God will do it. Like I tell people, man, this ain't that nobody. People have told me. People told me, but I can't witness about nothing if I ain't never done it, if I ain't never been through it, man. This is what I've been through in life. I ain't finna sit and say my life was hard, because my life was hard because of the decision that I made. Trying to live a life on my own. So I'm not finna sit here and point the finger and blame nobody else, man. I'm gonna be held accountable for the way my life going, or the way my life is right about now. It's because of me. It's because of me. It ain't nobody else. I ain't finna use nobody for no scapegoat. It's because of me. I made the decision to go out there and live life the way I wanted to do. I went out there and chose to live and do how I wanted to do. Not thinking about the consequences and the repercussions that was gonna come with it. I made that decision, man. So at the end of the day, guess what? I gotta deal with whatever I gotta deal with. And at the same time, now I know that I gotta seek God, man. I gotta seek God. I gotta ask Him. I gotta wait on Him, man. We just gotta be patient, man. We gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. We gotta be patient, man. We gotta be patient. That's why a lot of people stress and get frustrated, because they ain't got no patience. They tired of a situation. They tired of it. They stressing about it. They worrying about it. Man, stop worrying about it. It is what it is. I promise you. I promise you. If you seeking God and spending time with God, man, and you following God, He gonna lead you. He gonna lead you. He gonna lead you. He gonna lead you. He gonna lead you, man. But hey, today is the day that the Lord has blessed, made, so we should be rejoicing, happy, and glad in it, man. Like I always tell y'all, man, get outside. Go outside, man. Go outside. Get you some sunlight. Go outside and enjoy God's creation, man. God ain't just created all this for us to just sit inside. Man, go out and look at it, man. It's soothing, man. You know, God's presence is out there, man. When you feel that wind blowing, that's God's presence. That's God's presence, man. So get out there, man, and just enjoy God's creation. Hope for the future. It's crazy. I just said put your hope in things eternal, man. Hope for the future. Jesus is able to save completely those who come to God through him, because he always lives to intercede for them. Hebrews 7:25. Sometimes life brings us to the point where we don't see much hope for the future. If you're there right now, whatever the situation, whatever the reason, let me assure that God cares and that because of him, your future can be different. Committing our lives to Christ or renewing our commitment to him doesn't mean all our problems will suddenly vanish. We can't undo the past, and when we have made unwise decisions, we often have to live with the consequences. But isn't it better to face the future with God than without him? God loves you, and even when life is dark and uncertain, that truth will bring you encouragement and strength. Jesus knows what you are going through, and the verse above says he is praying for you. So commit your problems and your future into his hands. Ask him to help you make wise decisions about your future and to follow him every day. Then the God of hope will fill you with all joy and peace and belief. I just said all this before I even read this, man. You got to put your hope in God. You got to put your future in God's hand, man. That's who you're going to have to rely on to live out this life, to live in this world, man. So if you relying on yourself, you relying on anybody else, you putting your hope in anything else, man, you're going to fail in life. You're going to struggle in life. But as long as you got God, man, look, you're going to be alright. You're going to make it through life. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, that don't mean life going to be, oh, you know what I'm saying, that things ain't going to happen in your life. But when things do happen, it's going to be a whole lot easier to get through, man. Because you got God. You ain't doing it by yourself. You ain't facing it by yourself. Like I tell people, man, we ain't facing life by ourselves. We ain't facing life by ourselves. We ain't going through life by ourselves. Every day, it's somebody walking right beside us. It's a person walking right beside us. And it's Jesus. He walking right beside us. He see everything that's going on. He see it. He see it. He blocks certain things. He blocks certain people. He blocks certain situations. He see everything that's going on, man. You see it. That's why it's kind of hard for me to sit here and say, like, why people don't believe in God. Like, why people don't believe in Jesus Christ. It ain't about what color he is. It ain't about his name. It's just the simple fact, man, if you begin to just look around, you can see God. You can see him, man. You can see how God works. Everything moves and runs because of him. He is the center. He is the heartbeat. He is in control of all things, man. So how you not believe in him? How you not trust in him? Forget whether you can see him or not. You can feel him. I know I feel his presence. So, man, look, just put your hope in God, man. Keep heaven in view. We are afflicted in every way, but not crushed. 2 Corinthians 4:8. I have found in my travel that those who keep heaven in view remain serene and cheerful in the darkest days. If the glories of heaven were more real to us, if we live less for material things and more for things eternal and spiritual, we would be less easily disturbed by this present life. It's crazy how all this is lining up with the message I just gave today. Putting your hope in things eternal. Holding on to God's unchanging hand. Not putting your hope in the material thing. Not putting your hope in yourself, your mother, your father, your siblings. Like, just putting your hope in God, man. Like, just focusing on God. Like, man, y'all don't understand. Like, God is the key. He is the key. He is the number one thing that you should be focusing on. If you want to enjoy life, you want to have peace, comfort, joy, all of it come from God, man. It don't come from the things of this world. It don't come from other people. It don't come from your job, your career, money, material thing, all these cars, clothes. And there were a lot of people, they try to find joy from by going buying all these shoes, all these clothes, material stuff, and being with these different many females and these different many women and the drugs and the alcohol. But then they still got that empty void and they don't know how to fill it. They don't know what to fill it with. The only thing that you're going to fill it with is Jesus Christ. He is the fulfiller. He the one who came to fulfill. So he is the fulfiller in our life. He is what we need, man. God is what we need. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Ain't no way around it, man. God is what you need. Like I tell people, man, you're going to need God every day. Because we face so much in this world, man. And if you're trying to face it alone, He going to beat you up, He going to eat you up, and He going to spit you out. And He going to make you start having suicidal thoughts. He going to make you start being depressed. He going to make you start not wanting to live no more. It just going to, like, man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you need God, man. This is not escapism, as some will argue. If anything, a firm faith in the future should make us more responsible in the present. All around us are people who never give a moment thought to heaven or eternity. How will they learn of the future if we don't tell them in the present? The real escapism, I would contend, is refusing to face the future that God has prepared for us. In these days of darkness and upheaval and uncertainty, the trusting and forward-looking Christian remains optimistic and joyful, knowing that Christ someday must rule, and that if we endure, we shall also reign with Him. Man, I'm telling you, man, God is good, man. Not some of the time, but all the time. All the time, man. All the time. All the time. All the time. All the time. God's perfect power. Our sovereign Lord, you have made the heavens and the earth by your great power and outstretched arm. Nothing is too hard for you. Nothing is too hard for God, man. I don't care what you face. It might be too hard for you, but it ain't too hard for God. So don't ever think nothing is too hard for God to change, to intervene in. Nothing. Nothing is too hard for God, man. What are you facing today that's impossible? God is the God of impossible. Like I tell y'all, man, God is the God of impossible. If you don't believe God for the impossible, that means you ain't got faith. You ain't got faith. Yo, I don't know what you put in your faith in. A lot of people say, man, I trust God. I believe in God. But man, when you say that, that means you believing in God for some stuff that you can't see. That, I mean, the impossible, man. The stuff that scientists say that's impossible to happen. Stuff that man say that is impossible to happen. That's what you believe in. That's how far you gotta take your faith, man. That's how far you gotta take your faith. What are you facing today that's impossible? Perhaps it's a rebellious child who's wandering farther each day. Too many bills with too little money. Sickness or injury that just won't heal. A wall beating you that won't come down. A dead-end job or no job at all. Infertility that's cursing your dream of a baby. At some point in life, you will find yourselves tempted to give up. Your hope is found in a powerful God who can overcome anything you face. Listen to that word that keep popping up. Listen to that word, hope. Hope. Hope in who? Not hope in yourself. Not hoping these doctors. Not hoping nobody else but God. Your hope is found in a powerful God who can overcome anything you face. You can release your tension and problems to Him in prayer. You're set free from the strains of solving your own problems and finding all the answers. You never have to wonder if you're struggling alone. He's always close. He he's always close, always hears, and always loves. Reach out to God. Reach out to God together today. Ask Him to strengthen the bond in your marriage and your trust in Him. Let His Spirit and His Word build your confidence in His great power and outstretched arm. Take heart knowing that nothing is too hard for Him. Nothing is too hard for God, man. I don't care what it is. If you think it's too hard for you, I promise you it ain't too hard for God. Whatever the doctor tell you, I promise you it's possible for God. It's possible for God. Lord, we can't overcome this painful trouble without your help. Show us your power to love and rescue as your children. Give us hope as we put our faith in you. I'm going to tell you something, man. Sarah thought that she would never give Abraham a child. Sarah thought she would never give Abraham a child. Lo and behold, God fulfilled their promise. Way down the line. Man, look. If God has given you a promise, man, I don't know why I'm saying it. If God has given you a promise, it's not up to you to bring it to pass. God knows when to bring that thing to pass. He knows when you're ready for it. You just got to be patient and wait on God and trust God and just continue to focus on God, man. And let God be God in your life. Stop trying to bring what God done told you to pass. Stop trying to be in a hurry to receive the blessings of God, man, when you need to just be focused on receiving God Himself. The blessings gonna come. The miracles gonna come. You just got to be focused on that relationship with God, drawing closely and nearer to God and strengthening yourself in God. Be abiding in God. That's what you got to be focusing on. Growing in Him. Growing in Him, man. Not worried about all this other stuff. Just focusing on God. And God gonna do the rest, man. I promise you. God gonna do the rest. Ask for wisdom. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. Proverbs 4:10. Parenting comes with so many responsibilities that it's hard to know where to start. One of the most important things parents can do is teach their kids to know and understand God's word for themselves and to consult it for life issues. This is how they will learn wisdom. Praying with your kids that they will have wisdom in making life decisions, and when they're younger, knowing how to deal with friends and school situations teaches them that wisdom is something that they need to chase diligently and ask for consistently. We can help set our kids up for success when we teach them to seek God for what they need in life, and wisdom is one of those things. The wisdom of God should be something we're personally pursuing, so we can teach our kids how to pursue it for themselves and talk to them about how it has helped us. Are you doing this for your children already? If not, what can you do to begin teaching your kids the importance of asking for wisdom? Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and that we can have it by asking you. Please help me diligently teach this to my kids and continue to choose it every day for myself. God said we should do what? Train our kids up in the way that they should go, so that when they leave, so that when they get old and depart from up on our roof, they'll know what to do. If you ain't teaching your child the things of God and they get out there in that world, guess what they gonna do? They gonna stumble. They gonna fall. If you ain't teaching your child how to seek God diligently, constantly on a daily basis, before they're making decisions, and that they shouldn't be making decisions just based on what they want, based on how they feel, but based on what God wants for them, then you failing your kids. Because they gonna go out there through life just making mistakes, and ain't nobody told them that. And guess who's gonna be held accountable for that? You are. You as parents are. God gonna hold you accountable for not teaching your kids the things of Him, teaching them how to seek Him for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, how to seek them for direction and guidance in their life. God gonna teach you that. God gonna hold you accountable for that. Not teaching them how to pray. God gonna hold you accountable for that. Cause that's what we should be teaching them, the things of Him, but we teach them the things of the world before we teach them the things of God. That's crazy. We put the things of the world in front of our kids before we put the things of God in front of our kids. We'll put a tablet, social media, internet, all this entertainment, cartoon, learning stuff that we see on TV. We'll put that in front of our kids before we put a Bible in front of our kids. Because we feel like at a younger age, our child is too young to even be learning about God. That ain't nothing but the devil. Your kid ain't too learn how to use that iPhone, how to use social media, how to learn, listen, how to rewrite these songs. So he or she ain't too young to learn about God. But we don't want to try to, and it ain't even forcing it on our kids, it's just teaching them. We don't have to force that all that other stuff on them. They learn it. We present it to them, we give it to them, and it interests them. But we hinder our kids. That's why God say we shouldn't hinder the little, that we shouldn't keep the little kids from coming to Him. But that's what we do. We hinder these little babies, these little kids from coming to God because we're not talking about God. We're not teaching them. We're not putting them around the things to necessitate that. God hold you accountable for that, man. God hold you accountable for that when you're trashing your kids' mind with the things of this world and not the things of God, man. God hold you accountable for that, man. God hold you accountable for that. God hold you accountable for that. You got to teach your children that their will is not important more than God's will for them. What they want to do in life is not important. What God wants them to do in life. God's will is more important than our will, man. That's why we always say God will be done and not our. But we're not teaching our kids to seek God diligently every day on a constant basis for His will. Then guess what? They're going to naturally gravitate to their own will. Their own will, man. Their own will. So, man, look, we got to teach our kids, man. We got to train our kids, our children up in the way that they should go, man. And if you ain't got no kids, you around some people with some kids, and they don't mind you helping out with their kids, or you got some nieces or nephews, man, please teach them the things of God. If they're around you, while they are around you at that opportunity time, man, that's the opportunity to begin to talk to them about God, man. Forget what their parents say, forget how they feel. That's the time to talk to them about God, man. That's the time to talk to them about God. But hey, man, look, today is going to be a wonderful day. Today is going to be a day filled with blessings, peace, comfort, and joy. But God's going to do some wonderful things today, man. I know He is. He's going to do some wonderful things today. You just got to continue to focus on God, man. Don't let your surroundings, your situation dictate you, how you feel. How you feel, man. Just keep God first in your life. Keep God first in your life. Make Him the number one priority in your life, man. And I promise you, everything else gonna fall in line, man. You know why God said you gotta seek ye kingdom first and His righteousness, and then everything else will be added unto you. But we always seeking everything else first before we seek God, His kingdom or His righteousness. So make God number one priority. Make sure He is the foundation of your life. Because without Him, you ain't got no foundation. Your life gonna crumble. Your life gonna crumble. It's gonna fall. Tell people, man, you can't handle this life on your own. That's why so many people, man, they walk around depressed, insane, committing suicide, all this. Because they're trying to live this life. They're trying to handle all these problem situations. And it's taking a toll on them. It's taking a toll on their mind, their body, their soul. And the devil just saying, you know what? You might just go and give up. Mama just go on give up, mama just go on commit suicide, mama just go on slit your wrist, mama go on take them pills over there, go on pull that trigger, go on go out there and do something stupid. It's over with for you anyway. Look at your surroundings. You ain't got nothing to live for. That's what the devil telling you. That's what the devil telling you. Because he know once you do all that, he got you. You're going to spend the rest of your life in hell with him. So, man, don't give up, man. Don't give up. The battle, all this fight is not yours, man. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay in it. But don't stay in it by yourself, man. Take God with you everywhere you go. Everything that you're going through, man, look, present it to God. And talk to God about it. And give it to God until you get peace. I don't care how many times you got to go back to him about it, man. You know how many times I go back to God about certain things, man? Because I know once I got peace about it, the devil always going to try to bring stuff back up in your life. He always going to try to bring stuff back up in your mind. So sometimes you got to keep going back to God about it. Keep going, look, God, look, I'm finna get this back over to you. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about these kids. I ain't worried about my kids. Look, I'm placing them in your hands, Lord. Have your way. Lord, protect them, lead them, guide them, help them to make the right decisions. Lord, look, it's in your hand. It's in your hand. It's in your hand. That's what you got to do, man. You got to place everything in God's hand, man. And just let it go. And trust God that he got them, man. Trust God that he got them. He got them, because he do. He do, man. Everything that goes on in my life, everything that goes on in my family life, people around me, man, I take it to God. I talk to God about it. I'm not finna sit around here and worry and stress about it. I'm not finna worry and stress about nothing that nobody doing, nothing that has happened, none of that. Situations, man, I'm finna give it to God. God, look, it's in your hand. God, this what's going on, this how I feel. Such and such, I might cry about it a little bit. When God give me that calm, peace, and joy. Oh, I know he gonna take care of it. I know he got it, man. So, man, look, everything gonna be all right, man. Hold your head up. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. Because God got you. God got you. God said he'll never leave you nor forsake you. He got you. He got you. He got you. But other than that, man, look, y'all enjoy y'all day. Remember, victory is yours, man. Go out there and slay that giant. Go out there and get that victory. Whatever giant you facing in life, go out there and conquer it, man. Go out there and get it. Go out there and get it, man. Go out there and get it. It is yours for the taking. It is yours for the taking, man. It is yours for the taking. Stay positive, man. Speak life over yourself each and every day. Stop speaking negativity. Stop speaking negativity over your life, and stop speaking doubt. Doubt and negativity only leads to fear. Well, that's where doubt and negativity come from. Fear, my bad, y'all. Fear brings doubt and negativity in your life. God did not give us the spirit of fear, man. He told us to go out and be courageous. He said, go out and conquer, man. Go out and be a conqueror. Go out and conquer the things, those giants in your life. Go out there and slay them, man. Because, like I said, man, we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, man. I'm a firm believer that I know we can. But hey, other than that, man, y'all be blessed. Be safe out there. Enjoy y'all day. Please enjoy y'all day. Please get outside and just enjoy this creation, man. I know it's a little hot, but hey, God gonna blow some of that cool air on you. He gonna blow some of that cool air on you. So look, other than that, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Like I always say, man, until next time, the Lord be willing, and God give it to me, man, y'all know I'm bringing it to y'all, man. Other than that, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Until next time, man.